is just quickly recognize, first of all, if there are club contest coordinators here in the audience, would you please stand up and be recognized, because there's a lot of work involved with this. So if you are in one of the following Rotary clubs, a member of one of the following Rotary clubs, please stand up. Right? These are the clubs that conducted club contests this year. I'm going to go fast. Allentown West, Bethlehem Morningstar, Emmaus, Fleetwood, Cookstown, Boyertown, Pottstown, Springfield, West Reading, Racing, Craigtown, Collegeville, Hollisville, Bluebell, Central Brookhaven, Norristown, North Bend, Southerton, Telford, Doylestown, Hatboro, Morsham, Warminster, Warrington, Willow Grove. Give yourselves a hand. I also would like to recognize the committee, the district committee, which in addition to myself consists of Al Locker of the Fleetwood Club, Jan Pennypacker of the Pottstown Club, Randy Brock, who's with us this evening. Randy, take another bow. Without them organizing and supporting the clubs and conducting the regional contest, this simply would not be possible. Thank you. So now, those of you who were here last year know that improvising in front of a large audience is not one of my strong suits. But I do have something I want to say, but it will be from prepared notes this time. I'm asking you to just take a moment for me to speak with you from one Rotarian to another. It's not every day that so many of us are together in one place, and it's a privilege to be here with you. There are many reasons why year after year, more and more Rotary clubs in our district choose to participate in the four-way speech contest. Yes, among those reasons are that it is relatively easy to start a contest and it does not cost a lot of money to do so. Also, it's true that the speech contest is a good way to strengthen ties with local schools and a great way to involve potential new members by introducing them to Rotary or by asking them to be a judge. The parents of the participating students may be potential new Rotarians. And of course, we can leverage the event by gaining publicity in the local media. And all these reasons, these are all reasons why the four-way test contest is growing in popularity. There's no doubt about that. But more important than any of these reasons, I believe that the real reason for the success of the program is what resides in your heart and in my heart and in the heart of every Rotarian. You know what it is. It is that deep desire to make a difference by helping to build a brighter future. And our realization that nurturing and promoting the values of critical thinking and ethical decision-making is fundamental to the ability for us to build a brighter future, to make that a reality. In particular, when it comes to our youth, they are the leaders and the influencers who will need the skills and courage to change the direction of our society. Almost synonymous with a brighter future are liberty and prosperity. And it can be objectively said that the ability to reason and discern truth, along with those inalienable rights which we have been endowed by our Creator, gave rise to Western civilization, and in particular the birth of the United States of America. And it can be objectively said that during the last 2 centuries, Western civilization, rooted in its values of truth, sacrifice, charity, and the recognition that our basic rights come from a Creator has led to more liberty and prosperity for more people around the globe than at any other time during the history of mankind. It is no coincidence that where the values of truth, fairness, goodwill, and friendship are upheld, human beings will prosper, live in relative freedom, and there will always be the hope for that brighter future. Likewise, it is no coincidence that Rotary was founded in the United States, and the four-way test was first instituted by an American, Herbert Taylor, a man of faith and high moral principle. However, we do have a problem, don't we? Because it can also be objectively said that Western civilization is now in rapid decline. Our public leaders and even our media play fast and loose with the truth and with the facts. Self-serving agendas and ideologies seem to trump objective truth and reason. A Pew Research study this past October showed that trust in government is at an all-time low. Only 19% of Americans trust the federal government to do what is right. And this is what is supposed to be a democratic society with government for and by people. We have good reason to be concerned about the prospect of a brighter future. And if for no other reason, we certainly have that concern for our children and grandchildren, don't we? My fellow Rotarians, do not underestimate the ability of the four-way speech contest to reverse a societal trend toward intellectual laziness, lack of courage, and outright stupidity. The four-way test and the growth of the speech contest has the power to combat all these and to help secure the brighter future. The impact that the four-way speech contest has on the students, because it challenges them to engage in critical thinking and ethical decision-making, and challenges them to overcome the fear of public speaking, has a profound impact on the psyche of the students that is liberating and empowering. We are helping to create the courageous leaders of tomorrow who are so sorely needed. Dozens of Rotary districts throughout the United States conduct four-way speech contests similar to ours here in District 7430. Every year, thousands of courageous and passionate high school students are provided with this confidence-building experience that they will not soon forget. They master a tool to guide their thoughts, words, and actions, which they can use to influence others for good for the rest of their lives. That tool is the four-way test. Rotary International's themes for the last 3 years were Embrace Humanity, Peace Through Service, and this year, Engage Rotary, Change Lives. We as Rotarians know that these are not just slogans. We know that through our individual engagement and the magic of Rotary, each one of us has the ability to impact the future for good. I really liked what RI Representative Magda Baggett reminded us of us yesterday. Rotary is not real unless it is part of our lives and until we make it part of others' lives. Before we test speech contest is real, just ask any one of the 100 students across our district that participated within the last few months. You made the four-way test part of their lives, and they in turn are making it part of the lives of the people they impact with the powerful, positive messages that you just heard them deliver. If your club has participated in the four-way speech contest, take this message back to your club and encourage them to continue and to improve the program. If your club has not participated yet, encourage them to take another look at it. We now have an experienced team of 5 committee members, including myself, who can help you get started, and one of us will support you every step along the way. Engage us, engage your club, engage your schools, engage Rotary, change lives, and together let's build a brighter future. Thank you for your support, and how about another nice round of applause for everyone who helps to make this program a success. Now, I don't think the judges are back yet, so at this point, I'll stay true to what I promised myself and others, that I will not improvise. So talk amongst yourselves.